Hey, hold on, fellas. Let me post it to the chat. Had some technical difficulties with this shit, so y'all bear with me. All right, I got it posted in the chat for everybody. Y'all boys, welcome to College Football 26. It's been a good first season, very good first season. I had a whole bunch of people asking me why am I starting so early? The game needs to be updated. This, that, and the third. Whoopity whoop. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Now, we finally here with a solid number of users, good 28 of them. So we had a few drop off, for some, stuff that they can't control. But anyway, we here. We talking about the ones that's here now. You know how we do it. We're gonna start with the top 25. You know, gonna dive into who's made it this far, who was impressive this season, who was mid, and who was, at the bottom tier. And mind you, depending on how you guys place by the end of this year, is going to be how I set the conferences up for next year. So, just be aware of that. Nigel saying y'all lucky. He would have demolished y'all if he would have started off the season with Notre Dame. That's what he said. He told me that on the phone. Said he would have did y'all boys in. But anyway, we got Oregon to start. Bruh had an undefeated season. He ain't played so many users this season. So, it's a little asterisk by it, but nevertheless, brother man is a undefeated. Definitely some note there. Definitely an undefeated team. Oregon has a nice little squad. Let me check them out. Let me check them out. Ain't checking out the roster just yet. Check out the schedule. Played Jared with Texas Tech. Won by a decent amount, 13. Um, CPU. I don't know if that was. It probably was a force win. I don't know if they played that game. Nevertheless, he won that one. Tulane, force win. Beat Indiana convincingly. But I had 45-27. Let's see. Got a force win against CPU. Damn. That's Wisconsin, man. You don't get no cool point. Beat Iowa. Force win, force win, force win, force win. So yeah, I gotta see how Oregon is in a conference field with CPU, well, not CPUs, with users, and I gotta put some users on his schedule. So that's definitely gonna be something I do. Nevertheless, though, Oregon does seem to fare out playing against users, whether they're low tier teams, whether they're higher tier teams, because he beat Michigan. Yeah, yeah, you should have. You should have got a feel for him, so that way, come next year, you would have did some damage. But that's all right. Um, yeah. At any rate, he probably showed you how he played against Tennessee. Hopefully, y'all watch some film, see where you can adjust to stop his game plan or whatever the case may be. You know, but he beat Tennessee, beat Michigan, and I think Landon is actually one of the top users in this league. So for him to beat Landon, 42-38, really does say a lot about Wick. So shout out to that boy Wick using them OP at Oregon Ducks. Check out they roster, man. Check out this roster. See what he talking about. Best player is a strong safety at 93 overall. Dante Moore at 85. Yeah, I see that. 'Cause on the last one, he was a complete trash. Well, okay. This dude is fast. He gonna use him a lot because Witt like to run the ball. He like to run the ball. If he put that bit in the air, you might have a chance. But if he got that bit on the run and he going, he got a groove, it's gonna be hard to stop him. Just keep that shit a brick. Yeah, he gonna be throwing a lot of deep balls. I already know it. I already know it. His left tackle is hurt. So his O line, yeah, he got a decent defense too. Okay. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Shout out to that boy Wick, man. Slide back to the top 25. We got Alabama with Will Walker. That boy, he a solid user, man. He's definitely a solid user. You know, don't make it any better with him using Alabama. He got 2 losses, I think, earlier on in the season, but that's when he was like out of town or some shit. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Air Force win. Oh, he lost to Landon. Okay, they actually played that game. All right. Who else he lost to? What the heck? Lost to Landon. Oh, he lost to Georgia on a force win. On the force L. Okay. So he lost to Landon and then he lost to someone on the force L. Okay, got it, got it. So you really supposed to be 13-1 for real. Okay. So okay, he's a nice user. Um, he's definitely one of the ones that can be a threat in the playoffs, depending on who he plays. On the last matchup I had against him, I sold. I threw a pick in the most crucial part of the game that could have, potentially locked me in a spot to where I had a bye week. But my players holding strong. I don't really have any injuries like that. Not benefiting from the bye, so I'm straight on that. So he definitely plays good football. Thing that Alabama likes to do, he'll fill you out on the run game, and then he'll hit you over the middle. He'll hit you in the windows that you least expected if you don't pull up your linebackers. And, in some cases, he'll hit you with a crossing route, over the deep middle that you don't see coming, especially if you playing in the flats with your nickel. If you playing in the flats with your nickel, he'll go over the top with the same slot that he sent across the field, which is smart play, smart offensive play. So, be mindful when you play Alabama, he'll definitely, pick and choose his guys and then he'll hit them if they open. So I like the way he plays football and he'll abuse the fuck out of a QB blast in a heartbeat, especially with the quarterback he has. So, shout out to that boy Alabama. You know, look forward to seeing you in the matchup in the future, whether if it be this year in the Natty or next year when we play against again in the mid conference. So yeah, shout out to that boy Will Walker. Yeah, we got Landon with Michigan. I haven't seen Landon play with Michigan. I haven't, had the pleasure to catch a stream. But nevertheless, I've seen Landon play prior to, this college football. And, he's nice on the sticks. Now he did say that he fell off a little bit though. Like I don't know. I beat him on his way out, waiting for 26, and sometimes I be having trouble playing Landon. But the fact that I beat him and he basically opted out until the next game, I'm like shit. Maybe he did fall off a little bit, but the thing about Landon is he gonna lock in, especially if he got a rhythm. If he got a rhythm going, boy, that shit gonna be pressure to stop you. I'm talking about corner routes, crossing routes, hit you with underneath with a flat. His defense is underrated too. You know what I'm saying? Like the defense is a lot, that plays into these guys' success. Oregon, Alabama, Michigan, you know, it's teams like that where they actually hold the forefront of how a team's supposed to play or how a user's supposed to play. So, shout out to them boys, man. Now we got Duke. Now, Duke, he got a lot of heart. His roster's not that much to look at. Considering the fact that he has a good record. Let's see who he played. Ah, yes. Okay, this makes a lot of sense now. Makes a lot of sense. Nevertheless, he has heart. He has a lot of heart with his team, and if he had a more decent team, he would definitely be doing a lot more damage than people think. He knows the game real well, and depending on who he plays, he may even compete. Depending on who he playing with. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I ain't gonna take away from his success with him having, not as many user games, but at the end of the day, Duke made it top 25, and that's much respect to him. Shout out to that boy, using Duke and getting them to where they need to be. Now, LSU, I done lost two crucial games, both of them to Alabama. So I gotta, oh, so I gotta get right, cause he definitely had me at a point where I had to lock in. Like I can't, like I said in the chat, I can't be on the phone while I play the dude. I can't be on the phone caking with my lady playing this guy because he would definitely have me in a situation to where I'm struggling to stay up. I'm struggling to make plays on both sides of the ball. You know what I'm saying? Those are my only like. Let me see. The only time that I struggled this season was with Alabama. Only time that I struggle. Everybody else, we gonna ball. We gonna compete. Definitely gonna compete. So I'm gonna get my team right. Don't worry about it. Arizona, another team that had a CPU schedule. I believe. Yep. CPU probably had only 4 user games throughout the season. So we gonna see how that fans out this season. We gonna have this shit usered up as far as conference play, and we're gonna see how these guys rock. Auburn, underrated user. Um, he definitely has the potential to put Auburn on the map like they haven't been already with Cam Newton. He definitely has that spark in him. He can definitely ball out. Let me see by his beat Tyler 63-35. Okay, I think he got the force on that one. Lost to Notre Dame when they supposed to lose that game. What it is, what it is. Got a force win. Beat Clemson. Oh, so I see the rivalry there. Okay, all right, that makes sense. I was wondering why. Okay, okay, so Cub came back and handled business. Cool. He lost to Alabama by a touchdown. All right, well, nevertheless, Auburn had a nice season, and I wouldn't doubt that they come back next season. Wrecking havoc. I wouldn't doubt it. Um, Next we got what? Penn State. I'm only gonna do the top 10. I ain't doing everybody on the list. Shit, it's too many of y'all. I'm only doing the top 10. So I got Penn State with Pat. Pat is another one that had a CPU season, but that's not his fault. Um, this season again, I'm gonna have that user schedule down pat. So y'all gonna have a lot of user games. It's gonna test y'all out to see if y'all really like that or if y'all just benefit. Boy, law, boy, law. I hope so. That's all I got to tell you, pimp. I hope so. All right, next we got Cliff with Tennessee. Um, Another user that has CPU, mainly throughout the season. He had probably 5 user games for real during the season. Now, in bowl game, he just recently beat Penn State 50-20, and he lost to Oregon um in the second bowl game. Oh shit. See, everybody trying to make the playoffs next season. That's how I like it. That's how this shit's supposed to be jumping. Talk some shit. Shit, let's see if y'all can make it. Cause I guarantee you, I'm a ball. I don't give a fuck who I play against. I'm a ball. SMU. That's my boy Kyle. He's another user that had a CPU filled season, but rest assured, my boy knows football. He definitely knows football. And when he gets his team right and he get them all tidied up the way he need them to be, he gonna be a problem. I'm telling you, he definitely gonna be a problem. So for you guys that was outside the top 10, I already know y'all some ballers. Y'all done came a long way, But next year we gonna do our thing, and we gonna see if y'all can crack that top 10 and potentially win a bowl game. Shit, potentially win a natty. So we gonna definitely see. Next up we got Heisman winner goes to that boy with Auburn Calvin. The way cut up with Eric Singleton Jr. Bruh had 87 catches, over 1,800 yards, and 25 receiving touchdowns. Yeah, that boy was going off with this dude, man. Had the longest reception at 80 yards, had 586 rack yards. And, got the runners falling behind him. Had good candidates. Nothing but good candidates. Got Bryce Underwood, Dante Moore, Jaden Ott. Yeah, yeah. All right, we get down to the one. Eddie wanted Maxwell. Yeah, Eric Singleton like that. He definitely like that. One Maxwell. One to Walter Camp. Oh, what I'm talking about. Oh, this bogus. Ain't no users win. That's bogus. You gotta fix that. Okay, Oregon came away with the Davy O'Brien Award. Shout out to that boy. Wick. SMU took a lot of these awards. SMU, Rocker Remy took the Chuck. We call it the Chuck Award because that nigga last name is outrageous. He took Kyle took Bronco Award, the Jim Thorpe, and it could have been a tie between these two apparently. Well, not really. He had more interceptions, but the fact that it's two SMU players that's up for the Jim Thorpe Award is actually pretty impressive. This is a well-deserved award for Oklahoma. Jaden Ott is a beast out the backfield, and it sucks that he's a senior. Cause fuck if Tyler had another year with Oklahoma, man, some shit would have went down, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. Some shit would have went down. Oh yes, sir. Durham coming back. He just has to. He just has to. Okay. Eric Singleton on the Bolitnikoff. Oh man, that nigga might go down. That's the greatest. That's the greatest Auburn receiver of all time, bro. What? Man, nah, he going pro. Winning all them awards, he going pro. Don't even worry about it. Shit, SMU walked away with a Lombardi Award, the Edge Rusher of the Year Award. They ain't got no name for this one. They just got Edge Rusher of the Year. That's lame. Arkansas walked away with the Outland Trophy Award. My tight end walked away with the John Mackey. Yeah, my boy was balling. 64 catches, 848 yards, 10 receptions, 10 touchdowns. 82 the longest. I remember that one. The 82 yarder. I remember that one. 370 rack yards and 4 drops. I remember that one. Right, all right. Oregon won the Dick Buckus Award. That's the most that's that name was egregious. Like like whoever named they child that just was being funny. And honestly, I would have slapped the shit out my parents if they would have named me that. Like I ain't gonna hold you. Dick Buckus is crazy. Um nevertheless, Oregon won that award. Bryce Botcher, 74 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, 8 passes defense, 6 interceptions, 14 games started. That ain't bad. Shout out to that boy Oregon. Alabama got the best kicker in the game. Got 22 field goals made, 22 attempt. Oh, that's cold. Yeah, that's a cold statistic. I ain't even gonna hold you. 56, 56. Oh my God, 56-yard field goal is the longest. Yeah, he going to the league. 100% going to the league. Going to the league. Hands down. Hands down. You got Florida State with the returner of the year. Um, they ain't got a return. Man, they ain't got a return touchdown. They just got the yardage. All right. So that's it with the awards. That's it with the awards. We got the All American. We only gonna do national because if I do each conference, it's gonna take too long. Got Dante Moore, All American First Team. Got Jaden Ott, Oklahoma, All American First Team. Texas, Quintrerian Wisner, All American First Team. Auburn, of course, Eric Singleton Jr., All American First Team. Hands down, Jeremiah Smith, All American First Team. Malik Benson, let's look at his stats. 64 catches, over 1,300 yards, valid. 19 receiving touchdowns, 85 the longest reception, 422 yards. Valid. Bowers Sharp, All American First Team. Caden Proctor, Alabama, All American First Team. Fernando Carmona, Arkansas, All American First Team. Jaden Roberts, Alabama, All American First Team. Blake Miller, Clemson, All American First Team. TJ Guy, Michigan, All American First Team. Akil Washington, SMU, All American First Team. Peter Woods of Clemson, All American First Team. Man, I love it, man. Y'all boys balling out. Bryce Bochner, Oregon, All American First Team. Omar Graham, Florida State, All American First Team. Ricardo Hallman, dude raw. 7 interceptions, 34 tackles, 11 passes defense, 20 tackled assists, 12 games started. Damn, be a senior. I be wanting y'all to keep these players, but they can't stay past 4 years, my dudes. That's just the way it is. Devin Moore, Florida, All-American First Team. Rob Moore, Michigan, All-American First Team. Rocky Rahimi, SMU, All-American First Team. Of course, he was going to be All-American First Team. Blake Dow, Alabama, All-American First Team. And you got all the guys that made second team. Bryce Underwood, Michigan. Makai Hughes, Oregon. Justice Hayes, Michigan. He was previously at Alabama. I think he transferred. Zachariah Branch. He was at USC. He transferred to Georgia. Second team. Somebody need to tighten up because he about to come on this senior year. And if he ain't happy, which I think he's not, he gonna transfer. Because that deal breaker, he's at a B. You need an A minus. Yeah, he gonna transfer. He going to that portal. If he can't convince him to stay, he going to that portal. Carter Smith, second team. Indiana, Armaj Reed Adams, Texas A&M, second team. Brian Parker, the second. Duke, second team. Mikhail Kamara, Indiana, second team. Derek Moore, Michigan. Woo. But that's a long ass comment, my boy. I can't even read out the rest of it. Zane Durant, Penn State, second team. Jeffrey Mabah, SMU, second team. Rasheed Biles, Pittsburgh, second team. Alexander Kilgore, SMU, second team. Jalen Sneed, Notre Dame, second team. Jay Crowder, Auburn, second team. Jaden McGann, Michigan, second team. Oh, oh. But just know y'all gonna be either in each other's conference or on each other's schedule. So please believe that. Please believe it. Also, fellas, I want to remind y'all, I am doing the point system this year, and it will go to the oncoming freshmen to your team. That's how it will work. That's how it will work. I will keep tally on my little notes. During the season, it's gonna be a game of the week every week. Depending on who's matching up, it's gonna be a game of the week every week. So I just want y'all to be prepared. Like this year, I'm sticking to it. Last year, on the last game, I tried it out. Nobody was really catching on because it was late in the year or whatever. Cool. But this game, this year, this season that's coming up, I'm making it happen, and it's gonna stick. It's gonna stay. So if y'all don't take advantage of those points, man, and y'all see these dudes out here, moving how they want to, give you a good 1-2, your quarterback throwing on the dime, don't be mad. Do not be mad, cause giving out free points to keep this league interesting, to keep it fresh, to keep it moving. And the rest of these other niggas not doing that because they scared. So just throwing that out there, man. It might be a little stuff that I do down the line. I haven't decided yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. Still trying to figure out how I want to implement, some fun shit for everybody to enjoy and to make it more personal for the folks. You get what I'm saying? So just keep in mind with that. Um, just keep in mind, fellas, we definitely gonna be lit next season. We gonna move quick through the off season, so be ready. Be ready if you got any limitations. Here they go argue in my comments. Shit, if you got any limitations to the off season recruiting, please let me know ahead of time. Do not wait until the last minute. Do not wait till I'm about to sim or I'm about to be like, oh, I'm about to sim real quick. And then you come on my phone and talk about, oh, wait, don't sim, don't sim. Like, I ain't trying to hit. Like, we're gonna move past these off seasons so people can play. I know they waiting because it's the off season. Well, it ain't the off season yet. It's playoff time. So yeah, y'all boys just be ready, be patient. We gonna get this shit right, man. We gonna get this shit popping. This league about to be like that. Um, one more thing I'm gonna go over, then I'm gonna end the stream. We gonna stay. We gonna hit the second round. LSU, even though this wasn't really a upset, LSU defeated Duke 59-22. It was a great game until it wasn't. Just my team is just a lot better overall. We just have better players. In the next few years, if Duke recruit how I know he will, shoot, he might be a better team as far as LSU standards. Right now they like a 79, 77 across the board. So, he gets some good recruits in at Duke. He might just do something. Boy, that game and this game ain't the same thing, boy. So I ain't trying to hear that shit. That Iowa Hawkeye shit dead in this game. It's just as much as my championship and Will Walk's championship. Um, then you got Tennessee losing to Oregon 37-28. I heard there was a lot of complications with their game in DC a few times. So, yeah, this ended up being the final score 37-28. So we gonna see what's up. I believe Since I won my game, he won his game. We play each other in the semifinals, so we're gonna definitely see. Uh, Clemson lost to Alabama 67-23. Cuz say he had came out playing flat. That's how he had lost, man. He had fucked around and made some mistakes to start the game off and couldn't even come back from it. So we definitely gonna see Alabama in the semifinal playing against either Arizona or Michigan. And my money's on Michigan. And how I want to start it off, this point system right here. I'm gonna start it off from this podcast moving forward. The point system is in effect. So tell your homeboys, tell everybody in the chat. That's not even on the podcast right now. Let them know. From this moment forward, these points are in effect. So I'm gonna put in the chat Michigan versus Arizona State. Who y'all got? And that's how the point system gonna start out. That's gonna be the birth of it. Man, y'all stop the arguing shit, man. Life too short for that. Anyway, I'm finished up here, y'all boys, man. I appreciate you for tuning in. This is just the start of what we about to do, bro. Like I'm telling you, we could go to the moon with this one here. With this league, we go to the moon because we about to do so much fun shit. It's gonna be insane. So man, I appreciate y'all boys for sticking in, man. Y'all boys tune in to the chat and see what's about to jump off. I appreciate y'all boy. Peace.